Have two segments coming up. One is serious, one is fun. We're going to start with the serious one. What are two sleeper stocks long term that you think are going to be nuts that people haven't really been talking about?
Two sleeper stocks. One's actually OTC. It's ILUS, or I don't know. You might have seen it. They do stuff for firefighting. I'm pretty sure they make like stuff to help fight fires and stuff like that. It's an OTC stock. OTC's iffy. 99% of OTCs will never be anything. I think this is one of those OTC stocks that has a future. Another one. Let me look. I have a list of a bunch of stuff. I don't know, dude. There's a lot of weed stocks I think that are gonna go crazy once everything's legalized and stuff.
Nationwide, bro.
I don't want to say SNDL just because with the crazy flow on SNDL, I don't know. TLRY. If you look at the chart, technically TLRY to me is a perfect chart. I know I called that this week. It kind of broke out a little bit, hit over 18. We retraced a little, but TLRY is something to me that's like a set and forget kind of stock.
Yeah.
As it gets legalized, that and DraftKings. I know DraftKings is kind of popular, but stocks like that to me, I don't know how you feel, but stuff that's the future. You
Yeah.
gotta think EV, gambling, weed.
Yeah. So
I know you like AMTX.
I love AMTX.
I love
It's not going to be
Givo
on my
too.
list. I've talked too much about AMTX. If you haven't seen me talk about AMTX yet, go to our YouTube, go to my Twitter, check it out. Just search my Thick Teddy, and then AMTX, and I'll have probably 500 tweets, dude. I've tweeted about it so many times. But my two sleeper stocks. Oh shit, I had one and I forgot it. Maybe it's the shot kicking in, or the two of them. But holy crap, I forgot it. But I'm going to kind of respond to yours first. So TRLY or TLRY, I think is really, really good. I think when that bill comes through to pass it nationwide, I think that will be the first to pop. But I think something you really need to keep an eye on when that pops is all of those weed biotechs. So like NTech, things like that, ATNF. I
Yeah.
think those are probably going to pop long term when it comes to that. Like there'll be an initial like 20% pop or some type of thing within a few days, but then they will grind for months, I believe. I think that'll be something like EV last year where it grinded for literally months on end. When weed pops, weed is going to grind, and biotech weed like specifically is going to grind. And I think those will be really, really good buys. But I think maybe my first one is going to be LKCO. LKCO, it's under the radar based on like the whole Twitter realm. FinTwit, it's under the radar. But for me, it's been on the radar for quite a while. I've been on it since I think like $1. I don't remember, $1.10. I first bought in, and then I bought in again at 138 recently, and it's at 270. I think last week it was 138, and it's 270 now. And so LKCO is going to be one of my big ones. And the big thing is their partners are absolutely massive, man, and they're under a billion market cap. I think they're 400 million, and
They
they
need to
have a
PR,
contract.
dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what are they doing? They've had how many opportunities now?
Yeah, they PR'd something today too that didn't have anything to do with it, but they have a contract with Ford, Microsoft, Audi, Jaguar, like all these
It makes
big
no
names.
sense. Like, capitalize.
The Tesla of China is called like BIEV or something like that. Like a crazy Chinese electric vehicle maker. They have an autonomous driving partnership with, and they have not PR'd it to the American investor group yet, which I'm not sure what they're doing, but eventually they're going to PR all those things, and we're going to see them double, triple within days or weeks. So LKCO is the first one, and then second, my long term, I'm thinking, okay, it's a new one. It's going to be this stock that I just talked to a guy about yesterday, NBSE. It's a biotech that, so if this was, okay, I'm just going to like say beforehand, if this was something that I'm trying to make this something that I haven't talked about before so that people can get some new information from this. If this wasn't something that I talked about, or that I hadn't talked about, if this was something that I have tweeted about, I would say VTGN, AMCX, UWMC, or GoEV. Those are the 4 that I really think are great long-term holds that are slept on. But since I'm not, I'm going to bring something new, NBSE. And what it is it's called like New Balance or something like that along those lines. It's a biotech company that what they do is they specialize in this new sector of kind of gene replacement. So what they think is that instead of maybe coming up with something to target cancers or target ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, instead of coming up with something that's going to target that and kill it, they think that we need to replace the genes that have caused that. So what they're going to do is they're going to inject you with something that's going to go and maybe replace the genes that could cause cancer, replace the genes that have caused Lou Gehrig's disease, that type of thing. And I think that's probably something that could be absolutely massive in the future. And if you want to look at their competitors, you can look at Beam, BEAM, and they have a massive market cap, but NBSE has a like 200 million market cap. And I think that it could be a big potential in the future. It could be a 5xer within the next year, could be a 10xer within the next 3 years. So it's just something to keep an eye on, something to maybe add to your sleepers list, but it's exciting, I think.
2 other ones that are like, I know you like MNDM, MindMed. That's only going to be, I mean, that's the future of medicine. And Neo, that's like the Chinese Tesla to me. Think about how many people are in China, and there's rumors of them expanding to the U.S. and stuff. So those 2 to me, you got to think EV, electric vehicles. A lot of these EV companies aren't going to stick around, but there's going to be some of the front runners, and they're going to be huge. So